I actually hate ULTRAKILL. Despite playing ULTRAKILL for 6 months now, I hated every single bit of 60 hours I put into the game. 6 months ago, I would start a series where I would kill V2 every day until I got a GPU. It raised a lot of questions like, why are there a lot of overlays? Why V2? Why not get a job? Why I don't deadcoin? Are you a femboy? If we are to go back 6 months ago, one of the first things you'll notice is that the title tells a different story. Because the story actually started like this. I was a great student. Actually, too great for my own good. Watch this video for more context. In short, I burnt myself out because I did too much for school during high school, and then I didn't get into the college program I wanted, which was psychology. And then my girlfriend broke up with me, I got diagnosed with anxiety and depression, which ultimately led me to dropping out of college. And then one of my friends whom I treated like family dated my ex, and they were planning to hide that fact until I recovered from depression, but that doesn't make sense. You see, this friend that I am talking about is the same guy that kept telling me 2 years ago to play ULTRAKILL. And 6 months ago, I finally started playing ULTRAKILL. If you've been watching my series since the start, like Skittles over here, you'd know that the series used to be titled Killing Vito Until My Pookie Comes Back. It's because around this time, me and my ex would have already broken up and I really missed her, so I thought a good way of channeling my yearning for her is through starting a series. And that time I am playing ULTRAKILL. Also during this time, I thought if ever we come back together, she would see how much I really was thinking of her and she would appreciate that I truly did love her all this time, which is stupid. The reason why I chose ULTRAKILL to make a series out of is because of the guy who kills Sisyphus Prime until Act 3 releases, which is this guy Nimbus. The title of the series would stay the same until I got to day 6 where the guy who told me to play ULTRAKILL told me, you should change the title of the series because if you keep it like that, you'll keep digging yourself deeper and never move on. So I agreed since it was an advice from a friend whom I trusted at that time. So I changed the title into Bullying V2 until I have enough money to buy a GPU instead, because the only other thing I don't have that I want aside from my girlfriend is a GPU. Now let's get to the videos itself. One thing you'll notice is that it's 1-4 and not 4-4. Why is that? Actually, it's because of two things. It being one of the easiest stages to speedrun and cat perfect. Around this time, I already completed the game once on standard, so I browsed ULTRAKILL videos on TikTok. One of the first ULTRAKILL speedruns I ever saw was Cat Perfect's former world record 1-4 run. This would spark an inspiration in me thinking, holy shit, this player does it so easy. I can do that. Little did I know, I could never ultra boost. About the overlays. Viewers and other speedrunners knew me as the guy who speedruns 4-4 and has a ton of overlays. But it actually didn't look like that before. At first, it looked like this. It was just a gif of Freeren because I wanted to have a virtual face cam and Freeren is one of my favorite characters. The Freeren gif would be exchanged for an anime gif for day 18 because I was feeling like it, but then the legend himself, Valk.VFX, who is now named Null Escapes for some reason, would request for the Freeren corner back, so I put it back in day 20. For day 25, I put both of the gifs in and it would stay like that for some time. During this early era of the series, I would reach certain milestones like learning how to coin punch on day 6, doing my first successful coin punch attempt on day 7, day 11 where I would first try to integrate oil, using slab storage for the first time on day 17. I was on a roll until I got diagnosed with depression on day 18, but I got my first sub 20 on day 19, sub 18 on day 21, and for day 22 is when I would first start trying to speedrun 4-4. No particular reason other than it's another stage where V2 is in. I would then shred off a second of my time every single day until I can only manage to do sub 16. Day 24 is when I would first open my donation page due to viewer request, and on day 28 is when I would discover how the guy who introduced me to ULTRAKILL would be the same guy who would make me learn to hate this game. I explained the story pretty okay there, so go check out day 28 in the card or the description. And ending this early era of killing V2 until I get a GPU, on my 30th day is when I would use a background music for the first time for my speedruns, which is the Terraria Calamity mod Crabulon boss theme. A month has passed since I started the series, and what better way to celebrate it other than adding 4-4 to the roster of stages that I run. You'll notice that the overlay family has 2 members now, being the gif of Amit leaking out and Freeren rapping due to insistent request of Valk.VFX. You'll notice that around this time, I was still pretty bad at speedrunning 4-4, but there's still some improvement, like for day 32 where I used Jumpstart Nailgun for the first time. And someone told me I can skip to the last green orb after killing V2 on day 34. A few things that are noteworthy. Day 33, my friend finished my commission for my sauna, which means Amit Picking GIF is now booted and will return later. Around this time is when I would also announce a stream where I would run ULTRAKILL on brutal difficulty for the first time. On day 34, the title will be changed once again from bullying Vito until I have enough money to buy a GPU to killing Vito until I can buy a GPU or someone gives me one. Day 35 would be a pathetic attempt at Mayo %. Day 36 is when I would start uploading non-ULTRAKILL videos in my main channel. And finally, at day 37, the legend himself, David, commented that I should try to nail trap V2, which on that day, I failed miserably due to just not knowing how. On day 42, I would upload my first long-form video that is not ULTRAKILL related. On day 45, I would also release another video essay. You'll notice that around this time period, I was still updating the viewers a lot on what's going on because I still don't have a Discord server yet around this point, but that will change later. Day 47 is when I would successfully nail trap V2 for the first time and get a decent time. And then tomorrow, I would then have a run that I was proud enough to call a PB. The day after that, I uploaded a special day video where David, the legend himself, taught me how to nail trap V2, which be my main strategy on how to kill the first phase up until to this day. On day 49, the overlay would be updated. There's now Watame going crazy on the lower right corner. In day 50, something funny happened. On day 51, I would make a stupid decision of following my common suggestions of what to put in the corners of my overlay. The next one being this Celeste GIF. Day 52, the spinning tattoo got added to the lower left corner. From day 53 to day 61, I would upload a series of videos where I taught how to speedrun 1-4 and 4-4 the easy way. Also, my PNG tuber is now on the lower right. Around day 61, I would also reach 250 subscribers on YouTube and I uploaded an edit of my speedruns up to this point. On day 62, the title would change to Killing Vito from ULTRAKILL until I get a GPU. From this point on, the BGM of my videos would switch from exclusively being the Crabulon boss fight theme into whatever I wanted it to be because my videos keep getting muted on TikTok. Like for this day, it would be a weird English dub of an anime that was popular on TikTok around this time for some reason.
Edge super softly. And when you're ready, put it in. In my opinion, there's no need to rush anything. It's best if you go nice and slow.
Day 64, I would do the Creecraft only using sawed on chainsaw. For day 65 and 66, I would use cheats to brutally murder V2 because why not? From day 67 to 73, I would be creative and integrate memes into my runs like this video where big fat ass tattoo plushie blocks the screen. And on day 74, I would then make the move of moving all my ULTRAKILL videos in my YouTube channel to my second YouTube channel because I also upload video essays in my main channel, which is definitely not ULTRAKILL except one. If you want to know the full reason why, please watch that video. Since switching focus from being a subpar ULTRAKILL speedrunner into a video essay content creator, I would slowly lose passion for this game just to add on to the fact that I actually hate this game. But you can still observe that I was still being creative by integrating memes into the videos. On day 80, something monumental happened. I finally bought ULTRAKILL. Yes, all this time I've been playing ULTRAKILL on a cracked version, courtesy of that guy who got me to play ULTRAKILL. I was stoked to finally own ULTRAKILL because that means I can use mods now and of course, submit an official verified speedrun which I did on the same day for both 1-4 and 4-4. On day 83, I would use the jackhammer for the first time. On day 84, I would use the West V2 mod giving V2 a voice. Day 85, V2 was bugged out for some reason. Day 86, I would install the Ultra Coins mod and add a text saying which day the run is. Day 88, I would get my fastest any percent time in 1-4. Day 91 would be the first appearance of Vidal on my head and the addition of the Ultra Fumos mod. Day 92, I added Ultra Rank sounds, and Day 93 would start the beginning of the end because I added a ton of GIFs on the bottom of the overlays, just because. Day 94, I killed V2 with just the blue arm. Day 95, I killed V2 with just the whiplash. Day 97, a few more GIFs would be added, and as a joke, I edited the video so when I come out of the 1-4 elevator, it's 3-2 instead. On day 99, I would get 500 subscribers on my main channel so I made this cool Katamari edit. It was at this point in the series where I would be obsessed with speedrunning 4-4 and lowering my time every single attempt. For day 102, I would get a sub 103. Day 103, I would get my first sub-minute PB. Day 104, I would further reduce that time by 4 more seconds. Day 105, I would shred off another second. Day 106, I would again shred another second. Day 108, I would finally learn the insane tech Curbs has brought to my attention, which is double jacking V2 phase 2, almost instantly making the phase 2 non-existent. And for day 110, I would get sub 51. This would remain my PB for a few days or so. The next 5 days after that would be uneventful until day 115. I would finally utilize the sides of my screen and put Marenki Tagawa jumping GIF because of a viewer's request. Day 116, I added a stick bug GIF from viewer request still. Day 118, I would be mad because people keep commenting harmless. I don't care. I am speedrunning the stage, not proving I am better than you. Day 119, I would use my iconic thumbnail of me sliding down the pyramid in 4-4, fighting V2, which is a fan art made by my amazing artist friend Lulz. Go follow him and commission him, guys. Around this point in the series is when I would get tired of the game and upload out of necessity, because I cannot end the series I started abruptly. Day 122, I collaborated with another speedrunner, Kirby Main. Day 123, the overlay starts to get a little crazy. Here we can spot the addition of the Subway Surfers on the side, Fish and Spinosaur close to me, Triple Baka, and the message at the top saying I won't put a goon corner because everyone keeps requesting one. Day 125, more things got added like hydraulic press, the pregnant Wojak, and this cat. The same thing happened on day 126. We have Isaac, Lokotan, the same cat from yesterday but spinning, a cat playing a guitar, the bunny with a pancake, and Abby from Mindwave. Would you guess it? Same thing happened to day 127, with the addition of the Mokoko GIF, Freaky Satano Diamond and Kitasan Black, another Teto GIF, and the run from the previous day. Day 128, we got the Femboy Corner, Jevil, Family Guy, Bully Maguire, a Salamander from Warhammer, and Ben Bigger. After a 3-day break, we have a few additions such as this horse sleeping, a GIF related to Enter the Gungeon, and a Blahaj. I forgot to mention now there's a coin in the middle of the screen. Day 134, we have Bridget on the corner and Bocchi freaking out. Day 138, we added the Big Boss GIF, Gabriel from ULTRAKILL, and another Teto GIF. Day 139, we got the Hololive members kissing, the Fat-Ass Teto plushie, and a Terraria related GIF. On top of that, we also have Limbus Company gameplay. Day 140, we have the Goblin Machine, Doom Fury manga panel, Ogre recap, Bad Apple, this image that was commented on TikTok, whatever Diddy God is, and another Teto GIF. Day 141, we got another, you guessed it, Teto GIF, Ivan from Alien Stage Dying, Mario Kart map, Chill Bill, and Fentanyl but bald, and a Silk Song gameplay. Day 142, we got Helicoprion and the Teto frame. Day 144, we have the Spotify Wrapped and Geometry Dash Aventus. Day 145, we got this Transformers GIF and the sorting algorithms. Day 146, someone requested for a 1-4 run on the screen, so I put my own speedrun. Day 147, we have Rio. Day 148 would be the breath of fresh air because the video doesn't have any overlays, because it is an announcement day video. Day 148, I stopped uploading on TikTok because TikTok keeps muting my audio, which equates to little to no views. Day 149, someone had that I should unmute my overlay, so here we are. And on day 150, gameplay would be so unrecognizable because of the overlays, I came up with a decision that is day 151. Day 151, I would reduce the size of the overlays so that we could see the gameplay just a little bit, and we have new members to the overlay family such as Mind Flayer and the 4-4 tool assisted speedrun. Day 153, the amount of overlays added would subside, but there'd be new ones here and there. Forgive me if I forgot to mention yours.
I don't wanna talk.
I am calling this part of the series the final stretch because around this time, I know that the GPU is almost real, so I am just forcing myself to play the game and upload bit by bit, every now and then. Some other times, I would even skip an entire week without uploading because I just really don't like the game anymore. I would still reach certain milestones like in day 170, I would get a sub 50 personal best, and a funny prank I did with another V2 killer on a lock where we would swap videos for that day just to confuse our viewers. Day 172 to day 176, nothing special would happen except of course, the overlay getting a little bit crazier. Day 177, I would PB again, which doesn't matter because on day 179, I would beat that PB. Day 180 would be funny because after 2 months since someone requested I add the 1 in 10,000 Foxy jumpscare mod, the mod would finally work and I got jumpscared by Foxy. I totally forgot I had this mod. Day 181, I did this thing because I used Tidal Wave as BGM. And day 183 would be the last normal day of the series because the day after that is the announcement. Day 184, I would announce that the series will be finally over because I have set a date of when I would buy a GPU. The 2 days after that are countdowns where on day 186 to end the series beautifully, I pulled off another personal best. And finally, on day 187, I would finally finish the series, freeing myself from the torment and rest and enjoy my new and fresh 5060. To be honest, this series is nothing without the viewers. The viewers are the ones that helped me to keep continuing the series because I felt like quitting the series so many times, but when I think of the viewers who's watching me, especially the ones that have been with me from the start, I feel like I owe them the series. I have a responsibility to deliver an ending everyone is looking forward to. And that ending I sure did deliver. And of course, I wouldn't be able to reach the series end without the viewers' help, so I am going to shout out some of my most notable viewers. First, we have Skittles. Skittles is one of my very first viewers. He came from my TikTok. Every time I post an ULTRAKILL video, he would react to it and comment something, making me feel like I would always have a viewer. Next, we have Xerox. Let's say he's one of the people of all time. Also send voice messages in the Discord server or in my DMs, which most of the time I wouldn't understand because of his Hispanic accent. He also donated a few times and even gave me Nitro one time. I won't forget his good deeds. Next, we have Zoids1. Zoids is one hell of a viewer. She always watches my streams, always donating during my streams. She's very active in the Egg channel. I also made them an admin in my Discord. I am going to say she is one of my viewers who would always support me even if I switch niches. Also, she always chats a lot in my Discord and my Twitch chat when I stream, but I have never heard her talk when she joins me in a VC. Next, we have Kirby Main. Kirby, as I've mentioned, is another speedrunner who discovered my channel randomly. At some point, I started a friendly competition with him on who would get a lower time in 4-4, but it's impossible for me to beat him because I still don't know how to dead coin punch Vito in 4-4. But he does, so that's that. We'd also keep the ULTRAKILL channel in my Discord very active together with Curbs. Speaking of Curbs, Curbs used to be the best speedrunner in my server until Devil Hunter joined, also because of Curbs. He would give me tips here and there, like when he suggested if I'm not rocket boosting, I might as well dash jump, which helped a lot. And the double jackhammer on Vito's face too was also from him. I remember him suggesting to coach me / teach me speedrun stuff, but I always don't have the time, so that never happened. Next, we have Donut. Donut's a funny kid. Because apparently he's actually pretty young compared to me. He's one of my earliest viewers from TikTok and eventually migrated to YouTube after I stopped uploading on TikTok. He's very active on my Discord server and actually made him one of my server admins. He would try to help here and there and I would take up on his offer. He would always try to watch my streams, but he's Australian and we have the same time zones. And I stream at midnight to cater to my Western audience, so he's actually complaining to me a lot of times because I always stream whenever he's about to go to bed and I find it silly. One hell of a viewer. Very loyal. Next, we have a viewer who I think has not received any update regarding the series but has one of the biggest contributions. Enter Penny. She just randomly came up saying she wants to buy me the GPU and she doesn't. She's been met with misfortune and was only able to donate $150, which is still $150. I was like, holy shit, that's the largest amount of money I have ever held. Last but not the least, David. David, to put it simply, he's a friend. And that's big. I don't have any other online friends. David's done a lot for me. Helped me with 1-4, 4-4, talked to me, checked up on me, laughed with me. He's a really nice guy. Actually, here's a word from him.
Well, first of all, I would like to thank Komi for allowing me to be part of this whole series and to allow me to help him to get better, and it has really been one hell of a ride ever since I started working with him. I still remember the first time I saw him. It was last year's summer. I was at my grandma's house and I was looking through YouTube videos and I saw his first live where he was trying to speed run 1-4, and I wanted to watch it and I helped him with the live and with the speed running, and he also got a new record by the end of that live, which unfortunately now is deleted. Then I kept watching his videos. I subscribed to his channel. Ever since the video essays went out, he was really good at what he did. Then he started speedrunning 4-4, and I wanted to help him. So then we got in a Discord call, and I helped him with the speedrunning method. And now look at where he is. He has a 48-second run on 4-4, and he has finally bought enough money to buy a GPU. I seriously cannot stop thinking about how much this whole thing has grown, how much this whole thing has gone, and I really am thankful for Komi, because I didn't think I was gonna contribute much, and instead of it, I ended up being, like, as Komi said, like the biggest contributor to this whole series growing. Like I helped to make what made this channel popular into something even greater, and I didn't think it was possible until now. So I want to thank Komi. So Thank you, Komi, for allowing me again to be part of something that I never thought I would be part of, to making me so important in the community. And thank you for being my friend. And as I wanted to say from the beginning, I can finally say it. What I want to say is, it's rare to find blossoming talent these days, but it's even more of an opportunity to be around to watch and help it grow. That's all from me. Stay safe, everybody. And Comiosis, thank you.
We also have other members who are also memorable to me, like Sir Osas. He would just comment one thing consistently on all of my videos, which is nice. Or Altodius, who would say some of the most random bullshit in my server that I may or may not find funny. If I were to pick what was my favorite day, it would be the one where I didn't play the game, which is today. To answer the question, no, I am not a femboy. I am a 5'10" Filipino guy, which is big for a Filipino who goes to the gym and is built like Sisyphus Prime. Initially, I actually planned to get a 4060, but it was out of stock and I didn't want to buy an outdated card like a 30 series or an AMD card because I edit using Premiere. So I chose to get the 5060 instead. If you are curious how the overlay works, here it is. It's actually an OBS overlay. I don't see the overlay in-game, but yes, I do play below 60 FPS, which messes with the nail bomb setup. About ULTRAKILL speedrunning specifically. ULTRAKILL is the first game that I ever tried speedrunning seriously. I never even thought I'd become a speedrunner for this game. I actually bought ULTRAKILL because I wanted to submit my speedruns. I created a speedrun.com account just for ULTRAKILL. My favorite category is P% because I don't want to learn how to go out of bounds, because that would mean I would have to learn Flick UB or Rocket Ride, or at least freeze Rocket Boost. My favorite ULTRAKILL speedrunners except my viewers are Cat Perfect for 1-4, Vodcat for 4-4, and Ashley Init for full game. Shout out to the entire ULTRAKILL speedrun community. You are all the best. Despite being the best players in the game, y'all were the nicest, especially Solomon, such a sweet person. I am saying this because during my time uploading ULTRAKILL speedruns to my socials, there's always people who'd say they're better or just randomly comment their P-2P% run screenshots like they're begging for attention. Come on, post your own video. I did not upload my video for you to flex your time. I didn't even say I am the best player or anything. I actually find this annoying about the ULTRAKILL community. Other players are so incessant when it comes to saying skill issue when you don't perform like they would expect. Yeah, no shit, I only played each layer once. The only layers I replayed are the first 5 layers, 1-4 and 4-4. I spent 3 hours clearing Violent, 3 hours on Brutal, and 3 hours on Fraud, which means I spent the other 51 hours just killing V2. Anyways, shoutout to Fishy Bandit, Ashley Init, Darken, and Ianra for verifying my scuffed 4-4 runs. I hope I didn't stress y'all out too much. I do plan on starting a new series, and I think I would go forward with the plan of doing it on Gabriel layers this time. Although, I do not have a specific date in mind because I want to let myself rest first. Rest from burnout because I really do hate this game and it's such an amazing game. I want to try and enjoy it for what it is when I touch it again daily. For this new series, I plan to make another set of social media accounts where I can exclusively post this series because I think my viewers get confused on what my brand's identity actually is. Am I an artist, a video essay creator, a speedrunner, a streamer, and not everyone follows me for everything. Only a select few do, so I want to separate this new series apart from my other stuff, so viewers who like ULTRAKILL speedruns can follow that other account, and viewers who like my mainline content follows my main account. If you are one of my video essay subscribers, please don't get scared away from this. This might be the last time I talk about ULTRAKILL speedrunning in my main channel, so please bear with it. Also, I do have upcoming video essays. I am just focusing on a lot of different stuff recently. I hope I am not forgetting anything because that will be it. If you like this video, you know what to do. If you don't like this video, then like the video anyways because other people might like it instead. Join my Discord server so you can contact me easily, plus I have an amazing community. Might be inactive sometimes, but they're very sweet and welcoming. If one of them is not, then punishment is due. Go follow the socials I link below, and as always, subscribe if you like eggs. One last time, kill V2. I love you all. Comiosus the V2 Slayer, signing out.